What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business folks? It's me yet again with another video, but not on stocks. But before we get into this, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your loved ones, people that need to know. I'm also eating nice little salad here, so hope you don't mind, because I don't. So, what I'm reading and what I'm talking about today, some notes that I took on Social Security. President Biden just the other day signs the Social Security Fairness Act into law. It's expected to be one of the president's last major pieces of legislation, because he's almost out of there, right? So, higher Social Security payments are coming for millions of people from the bill and the piece of legislation that President Biden just signed. That's a good thing. People are going to get some more money. So it says here, President Joe Biden signed into law a measure that boosts Social Security payments for current and former public employees, affecting nearly 3 million people who receive pensions from their time as teachers, firefighters, police officers, and in other public service jobs. Advocates say the Social Security Fairness Act rights a decades-old disparity, though it will also put strain on Social Security Trust Fund, which face a looming insolvency crisis, because they're saying Social Security may not be around for much longer. So, and then also you have to think about this. With the slow birth rate in the United States, if people aren't having kids, who's going to continue working if no one is paying into Social Security? And then, with technology and it's replacing people, what's going to happen? Just something to think about. So the bill rescinds two provisions: the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset that limits Social Security benefits for recipients if they get retirement payments from other sources, including public retirement programs from a state or local government. Because like when you start collecting your Social Security payments, you're limited to the amount of money you can make after you start collecting Social Security. So I guess it's removing that, so to speak, from teachers, firefighters, police officers, and others in public service jobs who are collecting Social Security. So Biden said, the bill I'm signing is about a simple provision. Oh, not provision, but proposition. Americans who have worked hard all their life to earn an honest living should be able to retire with economic security and dignity. That's the entire purpose of the Social Security system, Biden said during a signing ceremony in the White House East Room. Now, I've heard talks where people have said Social Security was never intended to be 100% retirement fund for Americans, because there are a lot of Americans who only collect Social Security and they're barely surviving. So yeah, but either way, that's here nor there. We have to deal with it, and if we don't like it, we have to figure out what needs to be done to improve our situations. And there are many ways that we can do that by investing into paper assets, into the stock market, getting 10% or more returns on your investment by taking a risk, by learning new information. Knowledge, people. So Biden was joined by labor leaders, retirement advocates, and the Democratic and Republican lawmakers including the legislation primary sponsors, Maine Republican Senator Susan Collins, and exiting Ohio Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown, who received a standing ovation from ceremony attendees. The Congressional Research Service estimated that in December of 2023, there were 745,679 people, about 1% of all Social Security beneficiaries, who had their benefits reduced by the government pension offset. About 2.1 million people, or about 3% of all beneficiaries, were affected by the windfall elimination provision. The Congressional Budget Office estimated in September that eliminating the windfall elimination provision would boost monthly payments to the affected beneficiaries by an average of $360. That's, yeah, okay, I almost said something smart. Well, I am. That's more, I mean, I pay more for my water and electric bill. So hopefully this, I mean, it's better than nothing. But either way, they can expect, an average of $360 by December of this year. Ending the government pension offset would increase monthly benefits in December of 2025 by an average of $700 for 380,000 recipients getting benefits based on living spouses, according to the Congressional Budget Office. That's good. That's very good. The increase would be an average of $1,190 for 390,000 or surviving spouses getting a widow or widower benefit. That's actually good. But this is what I truly believe. We need to take ownership, responsibility over our retirement. It's great that the government is doing this, but do you really want, the responsibility of your money, your retirement, given into the hands of someone else, who have to, rob Peter to pay Paul, so you can get a few more dollars? All I'm saying is it will behoove us. I mean, you do what you want. You don't have to. You can accept what's given to you, but a lot of times when we accept what's given to us, it's typically not enough. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosy, right? But all I'm saying, I keep saying but, right? But if we take ownership over our lives, if we educate ourselves, if we seek, ways to improve our situation, we take the responsibility out of someone else's hands, we can ensure that we have more than enough money, for ourselves in retirement. And if the government or someone chooses to give us a few more dollars, that's great. But Social Security currently is not enough for a lot of Americans to live off of. That's why you have people who are in their late 60s and 70s continuing to work, because they cannot afford not to work because of inflation, the cost of living, goods and services are going up, and they need the extra money. Things happen, life happens, right? You get sick. You still have mortgage payments in your 60s and 70s, medical issues, So either way, it says those amounts would increase over time with Social Security regular cost of living adjustments. The change is to payments from January of 2024 and beyond, meaning the Social Security Administration would owe backdated payments. That's good. Some people may get a nice little check for a few $1,000s, right? Yeah. The measure, as passed by Congress, says the Social Security Commissioner shall adjust primary insurance amounts to the extent necessary to take into account changes in the law. It's not immediately clear how this will happen, of course, or whether people affected will have to take any action. Hopefully, everyone will get their money. They won't have to go out and do anything to ensure that they get their monies, but we'll see. It's good that they're getting something, right? So Edward Kelly, president of the International Association of Firefighters, said firefighters across the country are excited to see the change. We've righted a 40-year wrong. Kelly said the policy was far more egregious for surviving spouses of firefighters who paid their own quotas into Social Security but were victimized by the government pension system. They were victimized. You're saying this has been happening for 40 years, right? So why is the pension fund drying up? Either way, the International Association of Firefighters has roughly 320,000 members, which does not include hundreds of thousands of retirees who will benefit from the change. That's great. Now firefighters who get paid very little can now afford to actually retire. That's a great thing, right? A lot of people don't retire, can't retire because they can't afford to retire based on, just that one check that's coming in from Social Security, if that's all that they have, right? If you don't have any stocks, if you don't have an IRA, if you don't have rental property that's paid off, what other monies will you have coming in? What money do you have that you have created to have coming in when you retire? What plan do you have in place? What investments do you have in place that's going to give you passive income along with Social Security? If you don't have one, it's never too late to start, people. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late. So Brown, who was an Ohio senator, pushed for the proposal for years, lost his re-election bid in November. Lee Saunders, president of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees Labor Union, thanked Brown for his advocacy. That's good. So over 2 million public service workers will finally be able to access the Social Security benefits they spent their careers paying into, Saunders said in a statement. Here's my thing. You pay taxes and you pay into Social Security, and then when you collect Social Security, you're still paying into Social Security. You're still paying taxes on that money. I mean, that's the way the system is set up. But yeah. So many will finally be able to enjoy retirement after a lifetime of service. That's great. That's good for them. I'll say that's actually a good thing. So National Education Association President Becky Pringle said the law is a historic victory that will improve the lives of educators, first responders, postal workers, and others who dedicate their lives to public service in their communities. That's good. I mean, you're giving a lot of yourself to people. So, yeah. And while some Republicans, such as Collins, supported the legislation, others included Senators John Thune of South Dakota, Ron Paul of Kentucky, Thom Tillis of North Carolina voted against it. Not everybody's going to agree. We caved to the pressure of the moment instead of doing this on a sustainable basis, Tillis told the Associated Press last month. Yeah, again, they're saying by 2035, there may not be any money in Social Security. I don't know how true that is, but, there's stuff out there that says that. So still, Republican supporters of the bill said there was a rare opportunity to address what they described as an unfair section of federal law that hurts public service retirees. Again, to me, this is part of the problem. We're allowing other people to dictate what we need instead of us educating ourselves or being educated on how to put things in place to take care of ourselves, at a later age. So because we're not educated that way and we don't figure this out until later, that we don't have enough, in those later years, we get upset, we march, we rally, we cast our votes, and we hope that these individual people will have our best interest. And I don't think that is possible. It is impossible. They try, but it's impossible for one person or a group of people to vote in the best interest of millions of others. The answer is you. So the future of Social Security has become a top political issue and was a major point of contention in the 2024 election. About 72.5 million people, including retirees, disabled people, and children, receive Social Security benefit. So here's the thing. People are living longer, right? And the birth rate is on decline. Who's going to continue this system of, of others taking care of others, so to speak? Something to think about. I'm optimistic, but, there's enough for everybody. Everyone can invest. Everyone can make money. I keep going back to investing because, to me, I look at Social Security as a bonus. It's a bonus. Because as long as there is a system also outside of Social Security, outside of my 401k plan, outside of my individual IRA, outside of my savings account, if there's also another system called the stock market. There's also another thing called real estate. There's other things that can be invested into that will provide me a passive income at some point in time. So why not look into those things? Look into those things, people. Look into those types of investments and start putting your money in it. You right? So the policy changes from the new law will lead more administrative work on the Social Security Administration, okay, which is already at its lowest staffing level in decades. The agency, currently under a hiring freeze, has a staff of about 56,645. The lowest level in over 50 years, even as it serves more people than ever. You know what's going to clear that up? Technology. Stocks like Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD, Microsoft, Meta, as they continue to move. That's why they're, technology is moving at a faster rate, people. I was looking at the Nvidia speech today from their CEO Jensen Huang in Las Vegas at the CES conference. He's talking about humanoid robotics. These robots. So that's what's going to replace the actual people that are not able to do the job. Technology. The annual Social Security and Medicare trustees report released last May said the program's trust fund will be unable to pay full benefits beginning in 2035. So another thing, like what I've seen happen in the military, like what may happen is, say maybe after 2035, there's going to be a law like saying, if I don't know, at this age and at this day in the workforce, you're no longer going to receive full Social Security benefits. You may only receive 30 or 40%, even though you will continue to pay taxes. That won't change, but your payment out when you retire won't be what your grandmother, your grandfather, your father, your mother got. Like, say someone like me at my age group, we may get they may skip us. I can't think of the word right now. But either way, they may say after this date, at this age, you will no longer get full Social Security benefits because they're going to be unable to do so. So it says here also, I'm almost done. Along with ratifying the Social Security Fairness Act, earlier in his presidency, Biden signed the Butch-Lewis Act into law, which saved the retirement pensions of 2 million union workers. Again, he had to sign that. He had to sign this last piece of legislation to give these civic workers more money in their Social Security payments. My thing is, I'm grateful for the assistance that the government is giving these people and give everyone, but this is the only time I think but is called for. Stop putting your responsibilities in the hands of others. Stop thinking that other people can and will do what's best for you. It's impossible. They're trying, but it is impossible. It is impossible, people. You need to figure out ways to invest in yourself, invest for yourself, and take responsibility over your life. Stop putting the responsibility of being taken care of in the hands of other people. So that's all I have to say. I just wanted to get on and talk about that because it just happened a few days ago. And I think it's pretty good information. And if you don't know, now you know. And maybe your family members who are included in this don't know as well. And you can inform them. So yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all, I'm going to finish my salad and relax and just chill. So you guys take care. Peace.